I was just reflecting on friendships that I've had with white people over the years. And it kind of reminds me of what it was like to wait tables back when I was in college. It wasn't enough to just be a good server or do a good job. The guests, especially with me, wanted me to like them. They were really invested in how I felt about them, my opinions about them. And I never understood what that was because I was like, I'm already in this subservient position. Why are you so invested in your status with me? Especially because it's not reciprocal. And then I recently heard a professor right here on TikTok, and they were saying that bell hooks explains that the dynamic between the mammy and the white woman who owned her is that because when you have privilege and something that is unearned and something that you know somatically and cognitively that you did not deserve, it's actually very uncomfortable. And so you seek the approval of the oppressed to ease that discomfort, to say, well, actually, I am technically still a good person. And I noticed that dynamic when I was waiting tables. I noticed that dynamic amongst my former white friends, because what I learned, and that's why we're not friends anymore, is that they don't actually have the capacity to be my friend, because that would require a certain level of accountability, that would require reciprocity, it would require them to see me as equal to them, not something to raise their social credibility, to give them cool points, to make them look good, to make them look more interesting. And that's something that I have to learn and relearn all the time, is that because I'm smart and interesting and funny and I've got tattoos and piercings and all the things, it's if you're friends with me, you look cool. You look like, you're an interesting person. Most of the time, they never really took the time to get to know me. Most of the time, it was emotionally, exploitative. There was a lot of trauma dumping. There wasn't that. Those friendships didn't really pour into me. You do have to be careful. You definitely have to be careful as a person of color who is navigating friendships with especially white Americans. It gets really fucking dicey.